Up for sale, I got a 1970 Mustang Mach 1, factory colors. I'm going to walk around it, point out any flaws that I do see, fire it up, and then drive it. If you do enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you. Like I said, 70 Mach 1 Mustang, the Sportsroof, the Fastback, whatever you want to call it. Finished in factory correct, grabber blue with black interior. And according to the Marti report for it that I got in front of me, which is the second tier one, it's one of 1,882 with this paint and trim code. It has its number matching 351 two-barrel with the original carb, which is tagged. Show a picture of that right now. Original FMX select shift automatic transmission, and it has its original 3.0 gear ratio rear end, which has its original tag on it. Show you that picture right now. Best pictures that I could get of them. It's a 109,000, I believe, 109,000 or 101,000 original miles, one family owned, one repaint in the correct grabber blue, which is an amazing color, really amazing color. Factory steel wheels with these cool looking hubcaps on them. You got all the Mach 1 trim, bucket seats, like I said, automatic. It has power steering. One family owned. It actually still has its original single exhaust on there, ordered from the factory. So I mean, you know, it's pretty cool. It's a very highly unmolested car. And about the only thing missing on the car is this little piece of trim right here, which I just ordered 2 days ago. So it'll be in soon. This closes it off. You know, when I get to the other side, I will show you what it's missing. I'll point it out for you. So, like I said, second tier Marti report. I'll have the whole picture of that on the ad. Correct grabber blue. Very nice chrome. It could very well be the original chrome. Just a very little faint. You see just a couple little blotches. Very, very faint in that area. And just, actually no, that's not it, but just a little faint. Very minor, very excellent for probably being the original chrome bumper in the front. All the trim's pretty nice. I mean, you're going to come in, it more than likely is all original trim, so you're more than likely going to come across a couple little marks on it. Hood still opens the way it should. You turn that, pops up. Turn that, pops up, but I'll get to that in a second. The alignment is excellent. Now I have a green one that I just sold actually, and that had some chipping there. This one does not. So it's very nice. I don't know why that one had a little bit, but this one does not. This is very nice, aligned properly. You know, a few miscellaneous touch-ups on the car, it being a one repaint, but there's no rust on the body. The only little bit of rust on the car is the torque box, I guess, on the driver's side. But that's very susceptible to it because the water gets down. My mechanic was telling me about that. The water gets down there and it gets trapped. There's no way out. Terrible design for the car, or Mustangs in general that had those. A couple little chips on this door jamb that have been touched up, but you got that glorious Mach 1 trim on the bottom. I'm going to finish this door and then I'll open up the hood. And then just a few more miscellaneous touch-ups on this door jamb and a little touch-up right there. So let me go and I'll open the hood up. Built at Dearborn, Mach 1 two-door sports roof, 351 two-barrel V8 engine. Here we go. We got the all-original engine compartment. The 351 two-barrel, it's got that. I actually have the original valve covers, I believe. And the cool thing about it, this radiator has a tag on there from the shop that worked on it. Now this is Radiator Shop Skokie. So this has been with the car for a long time. I know I learned back in the day they used to put a stamp on the radiator saying they worked on it. So if you take it back saying, oh, if something's wrong, they looked at it, there's their stamp, they worked on it. I mean, people might not do that anymore, but that's pretty cool to see with the car. Kind of like the tag on the carburetor, kind of like the tag on the rear end. Power steering. Very factory correct engine compartment with exception of the valve covers and these hoses. And the underhood is all original paint, as well as door jambs and the trunk jambs, and the trunk, which has been untouched. And a nice paint job they did with the blue. No overspray anywhere, so when this was painted, it was done very nicely. All the glass is in excellent condition. And the interior, more than likely, is original, and there's only 2 flaws on it. I will point that out in a second. Beautiful door panel, again, original. The only flaw is this rip here and this rip here. The rest of it's all in very nice condition with no rips, no tears. The carpet with that like deluxe built-in carpet mat is very nice too. There you go. There's the automatic shifter. Radio. The gauges, like with that nice like wood grain to it. Awesome dash pad. There's no cracks on it. And has the original steering wheel, whereas the other one I had did not. So, I mean, I'm a fan of originality to the car. Or cars in general, I should say. I'm going to pause it again, go back to the Marti report. Tinted glass, AM radio, power steering, belted white side, you know, whatever. You'll see it in the ad. 2700 with the paint code, 1882 with the paint and trim, 1300 from this DSO, power steering. Again, on the ad. I just thought I'd read it while I got it in my hand. Nice back seat too. All of that like back plastic is really nice. No cracks on that. Not chopped up. Headliner's pristine actually. No rips, no tears, no poked holes, no. I'll leave this in here. They must have belonged to the Mustang Club of America. So I thought I'd leave those in there. Being a one family owned, I don't want to take that off. Little touch up right there on the paint. A little chip and a little chip. Oh, let me grab the key. Rear bumper is about the same condition as the front bumper. Very, very nice, just a little bit, very minor, and it looks like a little scratch right there on the bumper. But all this trim here is in really nice condition. Pop it open for you. Mat. And there you go. You see that that original paint trunk jam, spare, and the gas tank has this original coat on there. Now my mechanic told me that's either the original gas tank for it or it's an original replacement, so like an OEM or a Ford replacement, not like a China remake that you get nowadays. He said that's pretty cool to see. I do have to agree with him on that. And below the spare tire, because I had it out, it's all original, untouched. And the little bit of that red primer is coming through. That's pretty cool to see. You know, nowadays everybody has done work to their cars that I just... Oh, I left the key in. That's why. Everybody has done work to the cars, taking them apart, you know, sprayed over some of that originality. That's pretty cool to see. There's a lot of untouched stuff on this car, and there's an original body stamping down there. It's nice to see a very original car that hasn't been, you know, chopped up. And there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of originality from the rear to the motor to the carburetor to the tag on the rear. Anybody could have popped that off in 50 years and just said, oh, goodbye. No, they left it on. It's all original frame and floors, though. Not frame, subframe, the uniframe, whatever it's called, Ford guys. Other than that little section in that torque box, there's no other rust underneath. Very, very clean. Couple more little touch-ups on this door here. And I see there's a few little imperfections in the paint right there. For whatever reason, another little touch-up and another little touch-up and another little touch-up. And the cool thing, every time they take the handle off, you have to pop this little cap off. And my mechanic, who was very pain in the butt, he brought me a set of them just to put on. He says, you know, you gotta have it. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna argue with the guy. I know it's no big deal to anybody who buys this, but this is the kind of guy that's working on my car. He brings me the little tip for the original handles. Again, kind of like a weird Ford design that you gotta pop that off every time, buy a new set or whatnot. Yeah, it's probably 101,923 original miles. Like I said, 1970 Mustang Mach 1 sports roof, finished in factory correct grabber blue with a black interior, 351 Cleveland 2-barrel with the original carburetor and the original motor, FMX select shift automatic transmission, which is the original transmission to the car, 3.0 gear, 3.0 gear rear end ratio, still has the tag on it, original rear end for the car. There you go. I got the Marti report. Any other information I might have forgot, I will have in the advertisement for this car. So if you have any questions, go ahead and check us out. A little chip right there. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Little indentation right there in the body. Power steering. One family owned. And we'll fire it up real soon and take it for a drive. Thank you. Like I had said, here's the 351 Cleveland 2-barrel motor, the original motor for the car. You see the power steering pump down there. I'm going to give them the signal to fire her up. Very smooth running motor. Just so you know, it is a pretty cold day out here. You probably will see some of the exhaust pipe, like that moisture hitting the, how do I say it, the heat hitting the cool air. So it's not burning well. I just want to throw that out there for that, because you're going to see the exhaust coming out as we're going here when he decides to drive.